Well, it's another day here at the Walt Disney World Resort, and we're gonna continue our quest. Yeah, we're still going. Gotta figure out what on earth it means to be a cool kid. So we're here at Epcot, where we can find Spaceship Earth. Maybe that'll help. And I already feel like we're off to a good start, because I've got a shirt on today that is just so cool, so appropriate, you know? Take a look. Look at that. I got this from Recycling the Magic, which is like a Disney thrift store, theme park thrift store. We went to it a little while ago, and I did a second trip, but I picked this up on my first, and I just think it's so cool. Really happy to wear it here at Epcot today. You know, I can't think of a better place to wear this for the first time. And yeah, it is the first time, because when I bought it, it still had the Disney tag on it. How cool is that? Anyway, we need to get ourselves a map, like a cool kid summer map for Epcot. So we're gonna run over to the area where we can get the maps, pick one up, and see what we can do for Cool Kids Summer here at Epcot, which runs from now through September 1st. I think it's September 1st, right? If I mess that up, I'll put it here. If you don't see anything here, I got it right. High five, woo! All right, let's get this day rolling. Let's wander over to the guide maps. Here we go. Epcot fun for families with kids. Let's make our way in, find a place to sit down and take a good look at this, see what's available. All right, this seems like a good spot. So let's see what is in this little map. Same stuff that we saw over at Animal Kingdom, tips for adults, information, just basic stuff, but still good about lockers, where you can get strollers, and the baby care center, as well as what essentials you might find in the baby care center and gift shops throughout the park. We also have a brief little tidbit about Rider Switch in here too. And then there's a list of character meet and greets that you can find throughout the park. When we open up, we've got a cool little map here of Epcot, which is awesome, and it does outline some cool kids summer specific activities, as well as everything else that's here at Epcot. Now right here in World Celebration seems to be like the biggest to do. It's called Goofy Core, located over in Communicore Hall. It says enjoy the ultimate summer party as Goofy takes over Communicore Hall with a DJ playing fun tunes as the little ones join in interactive games. That sounds so fun. We have to go check that out. And I don't see any information about it here, but I've heard that there are some fun Goofy themed snacks over there too, so we're definitely gonna give those a try today. Then on the back right here, we have a little bit of a scavenger hunt that'll lead us to different things that are available throughout the park. So that's pretty cool. I will say, as great as these maps are, they don't include absolutely everything that there is to do available during Cool Kids Summer, so you have to keep your eye out, you know? Otherwise you might miss something, and no one wants to miss something that you can do during Cool Kids Summer, am I right? I mean, we already know that those Goofy snacks aren't listed, but I didn't see Phineas and Ferb listed there either, and they do have a meet and greet right at the entrance of the park, which is awesome. But before we really kick off the cool kid fun, we're gonna make our way over into Creation Shop, because there is a new Passholder Magnet that I haven't had the chance to pick up yet, and we're gonna see if we can grab it, especially since there's no line. So let's dip in. All right, there it is, our new Passholder Magnet, Maleficent. Fun fact about me, Maleficent, my favorite Disney villain. Not my favorite Disney character, but favorite Disney villain. You know, I have to say, I'm really excited that we have more Disney villain stuff coming to the parks. I know that we have a long wait for some of it, but you know, I'm hoping it's worth the wait. You never know, but my fingers are crossed. You know, my cup is always half full, for the most part. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, VI pass holder days are happening at Walt Disney World right now. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's like this annual appreciation event for Walt Disney World annual pass holders. We haven't talked much about it here on the channel just because, I don't know, it's not that exciting, not that interesting to me, but if you are interested, I encourage you to check the My Disney Experience app, because you can find some information in there. The long and short of it is there are some special things that are happening around Walt Disney World, menu items here and there. There's the Passholder Magnet that we just picked up, and there is a lounge here in the Morocco Pavilion at Epcot. You can get some free snacks and drinks in there. We can also take advantage of discounts. There are discounts at certain table service restaurants during certain periods of time. So if you happen to be lucky and fall into the group of people who's here at that point and you want to eat at these places, then that's great. But you know, for me, it just kind of feels a little lackluster, you know, like it's great that they're doing something, but it doesn't feel like much. It especially doesn't feel like much when it comes to some things. Like over in the lounge, it used to be a meet and greet where you can get your picture taken by a PhotoPass photographer with the genie. Now it's just a magic shot. So, you know. Anyway, if you have any thoughts on that, let me know in a comment down below. But it's time to make our way over to Goofy Core. See if we can spot the goof. See what other fun we can get ourselves into, hopefully before it gets too crowded. So, let's go. Now, you know, I did get a comment from one of you saying that you wish there was more stuff happening indoors because this is, you know, cool kids summer, and it would be great if there were ways for the kids to stay cool. Some of the offerings are happening indoors, like over at Hollywood Studios, the dance party that's happening in the Disney Junior area. It's all indoors, air conditioned, which is fantastic. There's some seats, so kids of all ages can cool off and just kind of decompress. Even though it's loud in there, like getting out of the sun is good, you know? And this is another example of that. This is an indoor space. You can get out of the sun, chill for a minute, but still feels exciting, still feels fun. And we love that because there just aren't enough indoor spaces here at Walt Disney World, so the addition of another one is just great. All right, Communicore Hall looks so cool now that Goofy's taken over. It's bright and colorful, and yes, I know it didn't seem that exciting during our visit because we were just poking around before things really kicked off, but that gave us a chance to get a good look around, and I absolutely love this space. There are games that take place in this space. There's a DJ that'll be in there, so lots to do for the little ones, you know, and there's a Kid Cot location in there, so you can stop in, get yourself one of these, and if you collect a postcard from everywhere around World Showcase, you can get a completer postcard right there in Communicore Hall, which is super cool. I didn't know that that was a thing. But here's the thing. It's time to snack. We've got ravioli of the pizza variety and the cookies and cream, and first time for me here at the Walt Disney World Resort, a fishbowl. Oh, this one is a kid's version. Let's start here. Yup. Hold on. Dance break. First, we're starting with the pizza ravioli. Of course, gotta dunk it in the marinara. These taste just like pizza rolls, which are good. Kids will love these. Is it super duper special? Not really, but fun, and it does the job. Ooh, another dance break. I think we're supposed to flex our muscles during this one, right? It's where the donkeys come out. Yeah. Next, we have to try the thing that we're really here for, the cookies and cream ravioli. And this did not disappoint. This is not gonna be right for those of you who don't like super sweet things. Like, don't make the mistake of ordering this. But for me, this is like, oh, so good. We've got this like marshmallowy, creamy dip. It's super chocolatey, like way over the top. Yeah, this is something Goofy would make and eat. All right, so final thoughts on the ravioli. I think that they were both pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily get the pizza ravioli again. It's too much like pizza rolls, you know, so not much to write home about. But since it is so familiar, I think kids are gonna eat this up. And it's still like safe while also being interesting and different. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Now, those cookies and cream ravioli, those were something else. Super unique, super different, super tasty, but super sweet, which like I said, was right up my alley, but definitely not for everybody. Now, as for the fishbowl, which I have transferred, sharks, boba and all, to my Bluey water bottle, it's good. It's good. I love that it comes in like a fun container, you know, and it's got candy, it's sweet, it's perfect. You know, I mean, what else is there to say? Super duper standout? No, but fun because of the vessel and the fact that you can eat the gummy sharks. I'd get it again. But look, I think that about concludes our day here at Epcot. And I know what you might be thinking, well, that's it? But yeah, that's it. There's the activities happening over at Communicore Hall. There's the food items that we tried. There's the monorail. But that's basically it for Epcot. And you know, it is kind of a good reminder, for me at least, of something that one of you said when we talked about Cool Kids Summer elsewhere. It doesn't seem like a whole lot going on. And you know what? In some cases, you're right. Hollywood Studios felt so like big, like there was so much happening, probably because they also debuted 2 new shows over there, and that makes things feel really, really special. Animal Kingdom, a little bit less so, though they did have little activities throughout the park. Here at Epcot, it's kind of the same story. But there is still one more park that we need to check out, Magic Kingdom, yeah, there are some cool kids summer activities happening over there as well. And that's not all. There's also some fun stuff happening at the water parks, both of which are open for the first time in what feels like forever this summer, for Cool Kids Summer, but hopefully this is a sign that this will continue moving forward. Now I do want to check out what's happening over there as well, both at Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, but we're gonna finish up the theme parks first, so make sure that you stay tuned. We're gonna make our way over to Magic Kingdom soon, see what's happening over there, and take a look at some of the construction that's been going on, because there's been some construction going on. Also lots of news coming out of Magic Kingdom recently, so we have a lot to talk about. But for now, I want to know, is this Cool Kid Summer thing living up to your expectations? Do you like seeing stuff like this added to the parks, or do you feel like it's a lot of hype but not a lot going on? Personally, I feel like it's a little bit of both. This is meant to feel special for the kids, you know, it's right in the name, Cool Kids Summer. And I do think that this is the type of thing that even though it's simple and it's easy to just go, whatever, it can make those core memories for little ones, you know? I mean, some of my core memories, even right here at this park, were little things like this. Dancing with QT1. Do you guys remember QT1? So no, it might not necessarily be like this monumental change, this big huge thing going on, but I do think that it's worth doing, and hopefully this will be popular enough to continue on in the future, but you know, we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, I'd love to hear what you have to say, so do your thing in the comments down below, and yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this fishbowl disguised as water as I make my way back to the Jeep. Until next time guys, have a good one, and stay cool. See you next time.